We start here at 4 with breaking news. Continuing to follow this story out of Washington, D.C., 2 National Guardsmen in critical condition after what D.C.'s mayor is calling a targeted attack. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Steger. This happened just after noon, our time, outside a busy metro station a couple of blocks away from the White House. The shooter is now in custody. They were injured as well, though they're expected to survive. FBI Director Kash Patel said within the last hour the case will be treated as an assault on a federal law enforcement officer. D.C. police officials explained what happened minutes after that shooting, and how law enforcement was able to take that suspect into custody.
At that time, there were other National Guard members that were in the area. They heard the gunfire. They actually were able to intervene and to kind of hold down the suspect after he had been shot on the ground until law enforcement got there within moments.
In light of that shooting, the president has asked to add 500 guardsmen to Washington, D.C. This is a developing situation. We're going to keep you posted throughout the afternoon. We now know the names of 4 of the 5 people who were killed in a crash along Highway 83 near Franktown on Monday. The Douglas County Coroner's Office says 35-year-old Alvin Corrado, 12-year-old Jace Green, 11-year-old McKinley Corrado, and 8-year-old Toretto Corrado, all of Colorado Springs, were killed in that crash. 9 News Investigates learned that the other car involved was stolen in Aurora earlier that afternoon. The driver lost control on Highway 83 and smashed into another car, killing those 4 as well as injuring 2 teenage passengers. The driver of the stolen car died at the scene. The coroner's office said that they are not releasing his name at the family's request. Another cool November day today. Some Coloradans took advantage of the weather to go out and get their Christmas trees ahead of a big cold stretch this weekend. All right, Kathy, I'll give them a break because I say if you're getting your Christmas tree before Thanksgiving, It's a little early, but it is going to be cold this weekend.
It is. This is a great time to do that, and your outdoor decorations, you've got the next 48 hours or so to maybe secure those and get things put up on the door, the roof, get ready to go, because it's going to be really cold, and I think we're actually going to see some snow in Denver. Today was cloudy and a little bit chilly out there. Temperatures holding in the lower 40s with a little bit of mountain snow. Current temperatures 41 in Denver. That is about 10 degrees cooler than average, but the real cold set to move in this weekend. We have Arctic cold settling in with the chance of a rain-snow mix in Denver late Friday and all snow off and on Saturday and Sunday. This could certainly create some holiday travel impacts on the roads, especially I-70 going into the mountains. Out on the Eastern Plains, a beautiful afternoon on the eve of Thanksgiving. Ray, a pretty sunset we're seeing there. Fort Collins, a little break in the cloud cover, and we're hoping maybe with a little more sun, the temperatures will come up a bit. But we've been watching skiers. They're having a great time. It's been snowing up at the Loveland Ski Resort all afternoon, and there's more coming. The piece of bad news is the wind has really been ferocious. The northwest flow is bringing in these little disturbances for the snow showers, but also bringing in the wind. A little more snow for Winter Park and Walden and up into the Steamboat area. Denver stays dry tonight, but we start to see some bigger changes in about 48 hours. So light mountain accumulation now, but boy, by the time we get to Friday night, here it comes. Timing and impact of all of this is just ahead.
All right, Kathy, thank you. The weather's not the only thing to watch this holiday. Travelers should keep an eye on those TSA security lines. DIA expects more than 845,000 passengers to pass through this week. 9 News reporter Jaleesa Irizarry live at the airport. And Jaleesa, what's it look like there right now?
Well, Steve, we've been out here all day and it's been pretty steady. Right now, the TSA wait line is about 5 to 10 minutes, but they're not the only ones expected to be busy. It's your favorite people, the security that works, the passenger pickup line, the people that tell you to move when you're spending way too much time down there. It's a job most people don't want, but most people aren't Mike McCoy.
Any vehicle at the curb must be actively loading or unloading.
Ma'am, you gotta go.
The DIA passenger pickup line is where some drop all of their manners.
I've been told the middle finger #1 many times, so.
But Mike McCoy
I'll just say thank you.
Doesn't mind working
Go over here.
the most thankless job on the most thankful week of the year.
30 years I was in sales, so dealing with people, you never know what you're gonna get. So just like you guys, I didn't know what I was gonna get. So you're nice though.
For the former salesman, airport security the day before a holiday
Go over this side, please.
is sort of like working deals.
Are they really, really close?
He was at the baggage claim.
Okay, it's gonna take a little while.
There's some bargaining and a lot of compromise.
You gotta go over here. You have to go around. Gonna have to go around. You can't park along here, okay?
No, he's here somewhere.
Okay, but if you can get over, that'd be great.
Despite what people may think, he's not looking to hustle anyone, but rather help.
Yeah, you got the numbers on the door will be red.
Hey, he's good at his job.
Yeah.
DIA says
Did you guys pay him?
more than 800,000 people are expected to come through this week, meaning Mike
Oh boy.
will be getting his steps in.
If I could just grow hair walking, I'd be happy.
But he is happy. He just wants others to be as well.
Just understand that you're not the only one here. This is a very busy airport, one of the busiest in the United States, if not the world. If you approach people with a good attitude and not screaming and yelling, then I think they'll respond in kind.
That will be his motto this Thanksgiving,
I am working tomorrow.
and all the rest.
All right, you're good. Thank you.
Because his gratitude for this job isn't seasonal.
Trying to just keep a good attitude, you know? Thanksgiving attitude. Yeah.
Mike hopes people just remember to be kind this holiday season and remember that the security guards and the police officers working down in that area are humans too. Please be nice. And if you don't follow the rules, you could get ticketed, and that fine will cost you $110. Reporting live at DIA, Jaleesa Rosari, 9 News.
Jaleesa, I think we all could use that reminder. Be nice to everyone. He's a very nice guy. Be nice to him. Thanks so much. The budget problems plaguing the Adams 12 school district aren't new. Last year, the board made millions in cuts when budgets got tight. Now voters have approved property tax hikes to better fund schools. 9 News reporter Rachel Krause looks at how this money will help teachers and keep classrooms safe.
Are you guys ready for break?
Over at Prairie Hills Elementary, important discussions are underway.
How's lunch today? Good? No?
School security liaison Justin Anderson gets to know the students.
Do all of you play soccer? No?
It's not his only school.
Currently I cover 15 schools. There'd be 12 elementary schools to include Prairie Hills here.
Anderson's one of 3 SSLs with Adams 12. Armed and certified school security, the role vital and stretched thin.
We all cover approximately in between 12 and like 22 schools depending on the sector.
Funding for Adams 12, like many Colorado districts, is tight.
I never would have fathomed that I would be in this role for 16 years and for us really to be still lagging so badly what lots of objective studies say we should have to have an adequately funded system.
Superintendent Chris Ganowski says for the first time in 7 years, voters approved a mill levy override, raising property taxes $34 a month for the average home to help their budget. That money will give teachers and staff raises, increase career and technical education programs, and add staff to help support students' mental health, as well as step up security.
We'll be able to provide a lot more armed coverage at our elementary schools because of that investment.
Right now, SROs with the Adams County Sheriff's Office have the middle school and high schools covered. But with this funding, Gadowski says they'll triple the number of SSLs in elementary schools.
Yeah, I was relieved that it passed.
Both Anderson and Gadowski say if something should happen, they need to act quickly. This investment will help.
It'll be a lot easier when each of us is covering single-digit schools rather than double-digit. Have fun.
Adams 12 says they'll also be adding an overnight security guard and campus security officers at middle schools to help keep an eye on schools. The superintendent says he hopes there are resources that they will never need to use. Rachel Krause, 9 News.
So important to know where that money is going. Rachel, thanks so much. Denver Public Schools is getting a credit upgrade to the highest rating possible, a rare achievement for a school district. Earlier this year, Moody's Investor Services gave DPS a AAA rating, the highest rating possible. This may not sound exciting, but it means Denver taxpayers are paying less when the district asks for a bond measure to fund school improvements, and no small amount of money. Chuck Carpenter is the CFO for DPS. He says they just reissued bonds from 10 years ago, saving the district $7 million and allowing that money to go right into improving schools.
What we're really doing with this money that we're, with our bonds is we're investing it in our schools and our classrooms, and we're doing things like putting air conditioning in, we're replacing things that are broken like roofs and sidewalks and basic stuff that can be kind of boring, but if you go to school there and if you work there, it's a big improvement to your building.
Carpenter says DPS is working on projects with money from the most recent bond, which voters approved in 2024.